What is up, everybody, and welcome back to episode number 3 of this playthrough with Rome Total War 2, using Rome in the vanilla version of the game. And we're back at it. We've done a lot in the last 2 episodes. If you guys missed those, be sure to go ahead and check them out. We are expanding our empire south to start off this empire, and Carthage is on the ropes. As of right now, we're moving some armies down to the south in order to send across the Mediterranean in order to take Thespius as well as Carthage itself. Carthago, I think that's how you really say the name of the city, but it's Carthage. We're looking to take it. We don't want to move this army to the northwest at Carlis, because we've got the Navy of Libya, who we are also at war at, right there. So we don't want to potentially waste that army. We've got some interesting things going on up north here too in our southern part of the boot. Public order isn't the best, so we're going to have to work on that as we go throughout this episode and future episodes, as there is very high Greek influence with that area. But we're going to have to do our best and see what happens if any issues take place. And let's take a look as well. Looks like there was a great fire at Canista. I don't understand why it just doesn't work down there right now. We're probably going to need to send an army or find a way to get that a little bit better, but it is what it is for now. And we've got Julius Libo, and we're going to probably send him across the way here shortly. If anything, we might be able to take Carthage itself, but they've got a 9 garrison. That's pretty crazy. So we might need to honestly take Thespius first, maybe work our way down here to Lyspis, and then maybe even eventually making our way to the east, closer towards Egypt. So we'll go ahead and send our army to start their descent down south to Thespius, and eventually going to take that. But we're going to see if our spy can get anything done. No, they cannot. And we'll start to send her south on the next turn. Could we potentially send our other army here to the west? I don't know who actually owns this, because we could send Scipio down here to the southwest and maybe cut sort of Carthage off from everything around them, at least their capital of their empire, and then eventually snake them in, and then at some point kind of do a 180 and take out Syracuse. I don't know if that's what we're going to do, but we do have some technology we need to do, and we'll throw the workshop siege equipment to start. We haven't done anything with the siege equipment yet, but we will now. So looking at it, our only enemy really is to the south with Libya and Carthage. It looks like Carthage Nova hasn't decided to go up against us, which is nice. We'll take that all day, every day, but so far so good. We'll go ahead, end the turn, and hope that things go better down in the southern boot for us with the Roman influence. Hopefully we can get that up a little bit more, but fingers are crossed at this point. Except the local bandits have offered their services to intimidate the opposition. Consequences? Sure, why not? Yeah, nothing's really working. We're gonna do the Shrine of Neptune. Or do we do the Shrine of Jupiter? It was +4. That would actually be really nice to have. I think we'll need that for sure. Ooh, Libya. What an army that is. That's kind of scary right there, if you ask me. I don't think our force is big enough to take that on. That is a massive army. They've got elephants too. Ooh, that's pretty sketch. I don't know if I like that. I mean, that's that's one of the issues of going and trying to take out armies in North Africa is they're going to have elephants, and it's going to be a little scary, a little dicey, but hopefully they'll maybe go across and try to take out Syracuse. That would be kind of nice. Then we wouldn't have to worry about stabbing them in the back, essentially. So we're going to do more Latin culture down here. We're going to boost up the barracks, I think. Auxiliary infantry might be nice to have. Not terrible. Auxiliary hoplites might be nice as well, fighting in the south, and I think that's the route we're gonna take. Yeah, that's the route we're gonna take. So, our empire's looking good down there. Up north, things are going well. If anything, we might be able to boost some things up north here a little bit. Do an auditorium. See what the auditorium would get us. Eventually some really good public order. And I think that's what we're going to do. We'll go auditorium in Neapolis. And we'll hold off there. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money. Got a peace treaty offer with Carthage. So they're struggling right now. We're going to reject them. And see what happens. So maybe we need to reroute our army to the west to try to take out Carthage, because maybe they are weak. Non-aggression pact. We will gladly accept that. To the north, daughter coming of age. Very nice. Got our battering ram all researched up. And ooh, what do we do now? It's 4 turns. Do we do anything for the economy? Philosophy, agent cost, 2% tax rate. That's a tough one. We can get an aqueduct. That is usually pretty nice. That's 5 turns. We'll do that. I feel like we need it. Ooh, what's going on up here? I was like, are they sending an army to get us? Doesn't look like it. But let's see here. It looks like it's getting a little bit better down here in the south with the public order. Cultural differences is maybe the main issue. We'll need to change that around as best we can. Let's get our spy down here for Lispus. And I think that's where we're going to send our army. It looks like they're quite weak down here. And it is the last, or second to last city of the Africa province that we will need to take care of. They have a 6 garrison, hoplites, Carthaginian and Libyan, 2 mob, and 2 javelin men. We'll most likely be able to go ahead and auto-resolve that battle. Money-wise, we are still looking good. If anything, we don't really need too many units, although this Stata unit is quite interesting. A little less on the melee attack. It's a little less on everything. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these Rorii, disband those units, and we'll pick up some auxiliary infantry instead. Let's get all of them out of there. Auxiliary infantry, get those guys in, and I think that's a little bit better of an upgrade of spearmen. As you guys can see, it's about 18 melee attack versus 13, 17 charge bonus versus 13, melee defense 61 versus 60, armor is 79 versus 48, health 50 versus 45, and base morale 61 versus 41. They don't look like they get the square box, but that's okay. I think overall it's a better unit to have in our army, and that's another upgrade which will make for our army down in Syracuse as well once the construction of the auxiliary camp is complete. That'll be very nice to have. So we'll continue on with advancing turns as we continue on in this episode. We're going to try to make it around a 30-minute episode, depending on if there are any battles that we will fight. Militia looks like they want a non-aggression pact. We will gladly accept that, and that is just more insurance to the north that we will not be attacked while we look to push to the south. We've got a trespasser. Ooh, I don't like that at all. Who is this? Illyrian Confederation. What are they doing? I mean, our garrisons are enough to, like, defeat them, but, like, I don't understand what they're doing. I mean, their loss. They'll most likely end up dying, is my guess. We're going to build... What does this eventually give us? Public order. We need to bring public order up. We can't take it down. And I think what we'll want to do is eventually get the theater down south here. So that's exactly what we will do. A meeting place. Very nice. And it looks like things are getting a little bit better. We need to turn the culture around. But things are getting slowly but surely better. Looks like next turn we'll be able to go ahead and take Lispus. And then we'll go ahead and... Ooh, what's this? We don't want to attack him. I don't want to really do that. But it does look like unhappy populace. Oh, interesting. What can we do to change that? Public order per turn. Latin culture influence, though. Oh, we might need to do the civil colonial. That's what we're going to do. Get that going to change, hopefully, our fortunes with the culture. And I think we'll do a civil settlement in the next couple of turns for Canista. Faction encountered. Faction rises. Nova Carthago. And then we've got our auxiliary units all trained up. We'll end the turn, continue on, and I don't know where that massive Libyan army went. It kind of disappeared on us. They were sitting up there near Carthage. Let's see if they're trying to make their way around to the south. Hunted. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead. Oh, we can't attack this turn. Whoa. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't like that. We were gonna Mechademies we were going to eventually take to make our own, but we lost. Oh, that's where they are. They're coming. We've got a big battle on our hands when we might need to run away. Oh, and Syracuse are trying to take Carthage. Oh, that's not good. We need to send our army now. This is not good. One way or another. Something is about to happen big time next turn. And we definitely need to make it happen a little bit quicker, or we're going to miss out. It doesn't look... Oh, what do we got here? Oh. Interesting. So we lose out on Lipsis. Interesting. Or did they give us the city? No, they didn't. What are the odds of that? High chance of secession civil war. What? 29%? How? I suppose we weren't really paying attention. House of the Julii are pretty well up there. Let's secure the loyalty. And that takes it to 24%. Ah, that's so unfortunate. Oh well. Meanwhile... Oh, frick, man. This is not good. This is actually very frustrating right now. Suppose we'll send our army on our way. Because to the south, we're not going to be able to take what we thought was going to be rightfully ours. But maybe this is the opportunity we needed to try to take out Syracuse. Kind of finesse in there before they have a chance to actually take a foothold down south. So let's get some auxiliary infantry in. Up north is doing a little bit better. Let's see what happens. Is our army at sea going to go under attack or not? I suppose we'll find out here shortly. It looks like Syracuse are all in trying to take Carthage. We need to beat them to it. Land our troops. We're going to need to attack shortly. Troubled populace. As they have been recently, but that's okay. Because we'll get that up and running here. Public order, auditorium, we could get going. Archives would be nice, but that's we're just going to hold off for now. Syracuse is just, they're not very happy. If we move our army out of town, they'll still be okay technically. I mean, realistically speaking, we could just move in on Syracuse with them at sea right now. That'd be a pretty scummy move. Let's continue to move our army. Army sabotage. Oh, those are not the right people I wanted to do that to. Oh, that's a mistake. Whoopsies. They're Chariot Raiders. That's a sick army. They're trying to take Thespius. We need to beat them to it. I was not expecting to have to deal with that. But we'll continue on here. I know we're kind of speeding through these turns, but it's just so intriguing to see what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen. I hope we can at least get to Thespius quicker than they can. Because that would be such a downer. Secession. Oh, wasn't that just great? Oh, we lost our army to the north. Wow, things just changed for us, guys. Things have changed drastically. We're going to take the city really quickly to get a foothold in Africa. Wow. I was not expecting that. Okay, well... Alright, what do we need to do? Hopefully they're idiots and attack Carthage. That'd be nice. But we're going to go ahead and take Syracuse. We'll quickly auto-resolve. And then we will move north. I mean, that's really all we can do right now. Oh, that's so frustrating. Workshop would be really nice to have here, and we'll add that. So we've gotten one of our provinces back. We need to move north and take our southern states back. Wow, that is quite annoying. Okay, well, I suppose it happened. Offer them to the gods. Kind of one of those oh well moments of it happened, It is what it is. We'll need to find a way to do better next time. I can't even move that army. Oh, and the army down south we're probably going to need to keep down here. So we're going to need to build a completely brand new army to send southward. Honestly, it's kind of a good thing that we sent our army down here to Carthage. So now they're kind of like isolated and they'll need to figure out what they want to do. We'll do the Papyra. We'll get military units going. We'll get some Hastati. Ooh, we're really low on funds. So this is going to be quite interesting now to transition and deal with this secession of the Roman government. Looks like they're building a navy. Peace treaty with Libya. That's perfectly fine with me because I don't want to fight them anymore. Trade agreement. Yes, we will need it. And we're kind of going to need to put a pause on trying to take Rome right now. Or Carthage. I say Rome. I meant Carthage. So let's talk to them. Peace treaty? Nope. Okay. That's unfortunate. Man, I hate to do it, but we're going to need to send our army to the north. Syracuse is okay. They've got a very good garrison. So I'm not as worried as I would be about that. What's the garrison looking like here? That'll be a tough battle. But let's go ahead and send our forces that way. And we'll eventually meet them. Get some Velites, some more Hastati, and some Rorii. We'll get them on the next turn. I'm honestly worried about what Legio is going to do. We're protected for 10 turns. We might lose out on Carthage, to be quite honest. But that is a risk I'm willing to take. Because we can't really move this army anywhere unless we say screw it and try to take Carthage. But then I feel like we would have to defend. We're going to wait a turn. Gonna wait a turn and see what happens. This is turning out to be quite interesting. Syracuse looks to be moving in on Carthage. Are they gonna go after Syracuse? Because if they are, it looks like the happiness of the city is going down. Let's go ahead and attack. We've got reinforcements with our allies. We're going to take Carthage. We're going to say YOLO. We're going to take it. 95% troops remaining. Occupy. Very nice. We might end up losing Thespius, but that's okay. I'd rather take Carthage. Now, it's going to be quite expensive to repair Carthage. And I don't like any of these. So let's just dismantle some of these. The workshop. Get the Field of Mars fixed. And we're kind of down when it comes to money. And it looks like the... drawing a blank. The successors are sort of gathering their troops and forces. But that's okay. We've got 2 armies now going to collapse in on them and take them out. We would then just need to worry about the general army to the south of Libyo. We'll get some technology going. Realistically, could we take the city? No. We cannot take that city in its current status. But we eventually will. So we've taken Carthage. And, I mean, that's quite a large area to have taken. We're going to send our scout back across. Maybe I should have waited. Oh, we need to upgrade one of our troops. We need to upgrade... Who is it? Here he is. Let's upgrade our general Inflicted by units. That's perfect. And I'm intrigued to see what Libo does. If he's going to take Lilibum, it'd be quite interesting. But we'll accept another trade offer that's going to bring some more funds in. What are the Senate secessionists? What are they going to do? Are they going to go for Rome? Oh, they want to trade with us and give us money? Thank you. We'll gladly take that. Alright, what is going to happen? Populace unhappy. Africa. No kidding. We're going to get some more cultural infusion here. Build the shipwright. Faction destroyed Galicia. We need... We might need to sort of defend Rome at this point. But we're going to send our armies in. We're going to YOLO it. Yeah, we need to take back what is rightfully ours, and they have been wiped. That is nice. We'll let these guys get some rest, and we will need to send our army. Most likely, we're going to want to send them up to Rome because I have no idea where Rex is going. I have no idea where he's going to go. Libo, I believe that's who that is. Let's go here. We've got 65%. We're protected for 7 more years. We're at war with Carthage still. And people are not happy. Not happy whatsoever, but they're going to have to hold their horses because we are trying to figure out and kind of rebuild our empire as it's sort of been falling apart a little bit. Thankfully, we are getting it back to a good spot, but I'm intrigued to see where they go next. Are they going to go towards Rome? Military alliance. I don't think I'm ready for that. I don't want to spend $700 right now. Where are the secessionists going? If they're smart, they go after Syracuse, but they're not smart, and I don't really know where they're going. Need for cavalry. Rally the horsemen. Military disruption. Really wish we could kill that guy right now. But let's go ahead and merge these units. It looks like one of our Triarii units has been destroyed. We'll get some more auxiliary infantry in. Kind of like max out our army there. I didn't mean to move the camera like that. Although, hold on. We need to move our army first. We need to put them in a city ready to defend. And then we will recruit some more units. So we'll get auxiliary infantry there. We'll get some more auxiliary infantry in here. As many as we can, getting ready for a potential massive battle with the secessioners. Let's go ahead and exit out of that screen. It looks like things are getting a little bit better down south when it comes to public order. It looks like the biggest is raiding, provincial instability. How do we get rid of the raiding? I feel like that... Is it these guys over here? Defenders of the new city. I mean, we can't actually attack them. Carthage, their last city is down there and down here to the south. I need to send our... I need to get our spy back on Roman soil. I totally forgot about her. So money-wise, we're looking okay. Can we get any good units down here? We cannot. So what we need to do is actually build... We need to build up our barracks. Do we want auxiliary infantry down here? Or do we want heavy infantry? I feel like the smartest thing to do in the desert is to have the auxiliary infantry option. So we'll go ahead and get that built. Workshop-wise, could we recruit, some Roman ballistas? That would actually be kind of cheeky and nice to have. So we'll get them in. And let's see what these successors are going to do. Where are they going to move? Are they going to move to the north? Nope. They're going to try to take us on. I'm surprised they did that. Non-aggression pact. I don't know if I can guarantee that, but we'll say yes for now. War's declared. No kidding. I thought we were at war against you guys. Do your best. Do your worst, I should say. Invasion force lands. Yes, we know. We are ready for them. Looks like they're going to be coming for us, and that's exactly what I want. Pay him off, hand him over, punish him yourself. That's what we'll do to that guy. Technology, what do we want? Ooh, market, we could do that. 2% tax rate would be nice. I think we need to focus back on military. Ship health, not too worried about that. Although it might be nice to have dry docks as an option. Their units are pretty tired. Let's get our spy back on Roman soil. How's the public order doing? Public order is okay, but we can get it a little bit better. Down in the south here. Let's get some more units. I feel like that's as many units as we'll be able to get down there. So let's get some more units up here. And let's get some cavalry units. Auxiliary hoplites would be nice to have. Let's get 2 of those. I feel like that'd be really cool to have. Although I also feel like we might need to kind of get ready for a battle here. And we might... Ooh, that's what we might do. Let's just get ready. So we can just chill right there. We're just going to full send. Yeah. Ambush. We are attacking, and it is an ambush. And we've got tons of reinforcements. We don't even need to fight this battle, which is kind of funny. I'm kind of glad we don't even have to fight the battle, because we're going to kill every last one of them. The Senate secessionists are dead. Done and dusted. That was a little scary, if you ask me. -10 morale for all enemy units. That's really nice. That was a little scary, but we got it done. We got it taken care of. In the end, realistically, we lost an army. If we're really going to boil it down to something, we lost an army. But we still kind of came out on top. So we can now focus back to what we were doing. We can send our troops back to the south. And it's really a matter of what we want to do. What do we want to do? We're kind of friendly to the west here. So if anything, we might want to send in some troops. Although this might be the time where we can try to take out Syracuse. They've got an army basically in our backyard, which is a very, very strong army. We're going to eventually get rid of... Actually, we're going to get rid of the units now. Just disband them so we don't have to worry about paying their wages. And then we'll, in the next few turns, should be able to recruit some auxiliary infantry, which will be nice to have around. Let's go ahead and recruit some more units in this army. I want to see some of these auxiliary hoplites in action. And we'll get rid of this unit of Riorii. And we'll hire another auxiliary infantry group. Get some more of those units in. And maybe another... Oh, no, we can't do another Hastata unit. But that's okay. Because we've got our empire back to where it should be. I think the next move will be to eliminate Syracuse. I know they've been a good friend to us. in the region, but I think it's about time that we go about getting rid of them. I know we haven't fought any battles. Malaysia's been pushed back. Maybe it's a good time to maybe start pushing up north. Oh no, they still own Guinea. Maybe it is time to start pushing up north. Although we could secure everything with Syracuse pushing to the west now. We could kind of just surprise them and say, "Screw it, we're taking you guys over. Smell you later." That might be the move. What I'm also going to do in the meantime, we'll send a scout up north to see what's really going on. But yeah, I think the move here is to eliminate Syracuse as they are looking to push west. That is the move that we're going to do. Do I think it's smart? I do. Is it a scumbag move? You bet your butt it is. But that's the way Rome operates. Honestly, that civil war kind of helped us out with the public happiness here in the southern boot of Canista and Brudism. They're all very, very happy down there. Currently, our summary we need to pay a little bit more attention to. We're still currently protected for 4 more turns, but we need to be a little bit more safe when it comes to... I mean, our influence is 65%, so I don't know really how we ended up losing that civil war. If we notice things going south, whoever the army is, we're going to need to basically like sell off all their troops so that there's no way that they'll have a massive force. So we're going to end the turn one more time here. As we're getting close to the end of the episode, I want to make it like a 45 minutes so it's not as long as the last episode. I know last episode was a little long, and there it is. Okay, Carthage are expanding to the west. Syracuse want to be our defensive alliance. Like, I want to take them out, and they want military access. We're not going to give it to them. I want to take them out. Where are they going? Where's Syracuse going? Ooh, Carthage is moving in. We could take the coast. A little bit more of the coast. Oh, it's such a tough decision, guys. I feel like the move, we need to take out Syracuse. If we don't, I think there'll be a problem as we continue on in this save. Let's get some auxiliary infantry in. Boost that army up, as I think it is almost time. Let's move them on the border. Let's move both our armies on the border as we prepare to end Syracuse. It's kind of sad times if you ask me, but I think it's the right move for what we are trying to do in this world of Rome. Let's get some cavalry units in, as well as another 2 auxiliary infantry units. We're going to have 2 massive armies and a 3rd down south. We're still trying to work on our influence down here, but I think once this Shrine of Jupiter is fully completed, I think that'll be a big boost to being able to spread the Roman influence. So I don't think we're going to make any moves here at the end of this episode. I think it's been a little action-packed already as we moved south to take out Carthage. We're still in the process of doing so, but we have taken a lot of their homeland on the coast of taking Carthage as well as Thespius. It looks like Carthage are trying to make a move down south. So we're going to need to defend. Thespius. Yeah, Carthage has a very solid garrison, so I'm not as worried about that. Faction destroyed. Pontus is destroyed. Let's also continue to send our scout up to the north as we try to figure out what our next moves will be once we have taken out the south, although Carthage are being pushed back. Syracuse is not going to go away quietly. That's a little bit of a bummer, but if anything, with with Syracuse that far out, it might be a little bit easier to take Lillibum and then fully secure the Roman Peninsula here. The Roman Mediterranean will be fully under our control and under Roman influence for the first time in this playthrough. So that could be huge. I think this is a good stopping point. Let's go ahead and put down one more technology. We will go with economy, and that will be nice for the double cropping. Currently have 13 food. Let's take a quick look here. 65% House of the Junii. And it looks like, gosh, they haven't had a kid yet. That's quite interesting. House of the Papyra. Papiria. Yeah, it's going to be interesting moving along. I think we'll need to pay a little bit closer attention to the actual politics summary page of Rome. But currently, this is where we stand, guys. This is our empire. We've got a little bit of the Roman Mediterranean. We're going to look to eventually move Syracuse out in the next turn. I think we're going to move both armies in on them, as well as then basically isolating Syracuse out to the west of northern Africa, as we'll then look to basically polish off the Carthaginians and Syracuse in our way, which then leads us to focus in on the north, Moesia, as well as some of the barbarian tribes to the north, to kind of start to encapsulate all of the Mediterranean under Roman rule before, I think, one of the bigger tasks we will have to undertake, and it's kind of weird thinking about it now, will be to eventually take Greece. And Athens currently under attack by the Aridii? Not too sure how to pronounce that, but I think this is a good stopping point. In the next episode, we are going to go ahead and take Lillibum and take all of Sicily and have full control of the boot and rock of Rome, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. We've made some good progress in the Carthage area in northern Africa, as we will then look to exterminate the rest of the Carthaginians and work our way to finishing off our current ally, Syracuse. Before then, we look to either turn north or continue on west in our conquest of Europe and beyond. But if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like on it. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That's going to be it for this one, and we will see you guys in the next episode.